Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Smeet Media. So this channel is going to be dedicated to you bringing all the updates within blockchain technology as well as cryptocurrency news in general. I'll also be doing some like stock valuations and fixed income models. So if you're interested in finance or just blockchain tech in general, this is the channel to be. So what makes a good project in the in the blockchain space? So, if you're interested in finance or just blockchain tech in general, this is the channel to be. So what makes a good project? Streamlined timeline for viral user interface and institutional interface. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Smeet Media. So this channel is dedicated to bringing updates in blockchain technology as well as equity valuations and fixed income valuations. So today I'll just be giving an intro video of Smeet Media as well as what makes a good crypto startup and blockchain startup. So let's get into it. So what makes a good project? So these are the key points that I wrote down because it's hard to value blockchain startup basically because it's so new to the space to where you don't really have any financial information on any of these startups, and a lot of them are not even like companies, they're protocols, so it's hard to get a general valuation on them when there hasn't been anything like this in the past to value. So this is what I use to value them since it's so near term. So one is streamlined timeline for viral user interface and institutional interface. So a project must offer a structured plan that will support the network for eternity. Otherwise there's no reason to invest in that. Security. You want a low probability of the network hacks and centralization of any kind. As you see in the whole Bitcoin political debate, you're seeing chances for miners to literally take control of the network and basically decide whether, or like creating high fees and stuff for proof of work and proof of stake. So you want to have a protocol that was created to where there is going to be very like frequency of debates, and it's just going to be a smooth sailing project throughout eternity. So you want forking capability and a supply cap that is reasonable for the project's outcome and goal. So you want to make sure the project has an outlined goal and purpose for existence. You see a lot of these like meme coins, as they say, that are literally just there for pump and dumps, and that kind of like devalues the whole crypto space, because then people believe that that is kind of like the whole purpose of cryptocurrency, is just to make quick money and pump and dump, and it kind of makes a bad image on the whole on all the projects that are actually out there that are trying to do good for the world. So I believe that we need to like really make sure we do a lot of scanning and make sure we invest in the right projects that are gonna make an impact on the world. You want a leadership team. It's important to know the team that is running front running the project, because we're seeing a lot of big names getting into this space, including the CEO of the creator of Mozilla Firefox and JavaScript. So just knowing that there's big names getting into this space, it's good to invest under those big names, knowing that they've done great things in the past. Also, you want an intelligent community and active developers. So there's been a lot of censorship, as you've seen on Reddit, on the Bitcoin forums and stuff. Just it's kind of hard to decipher through what you're being censored from. So just make sure the community that you're a part of is an open source community, as in everything is out on the table. There's no censorship, and there's no memes being posted every 2 seconds, and that there's actual debate, and the development team is active with the users. That's always a key point to finding good project to invest in. Alright, so this is my current portfolio. These are just 2 of my holdings. I'll get into the rest later. But 60% of my portfolio is held in Ether tokens. Reasoning for investing in Ethereum is, 1, it offers a sustainable network with prevention to a centralized takeover. a digital commodity where you can program applications on top of it to ultimately change the way sectors operate. As you see, a lot of these, like EEA is using they're all using smart contracts, and that is the key thing of Ethereum that makes it important and gives it value, is the whole smart contract, in the whole smart contract space, where you can make an agreement with another person to where you would pay a certain amount of Ether tokens at a certain time on a certain date and have no third party intermediary having to stamp it and verify that it's going through. The network verifies it, and that's what makes Ethereum so valuable. The Ethereum Alliance is onboarding at a consistent rate. It's always great to see. And then there's also no political issues with the network, and there's an intelligent community behind Ethereum, and that's always great to see as well, where you actually are getting stuff done and getting consistent news that's not being censored. Another one of my holdings is the Golem project. 11% of my holdings in Golem. So the Golem project was built on the Ethereum blockchain, and basically what they're looking to do is, project looking to solve computer power allocation. So we have iPhones and computers sitting around all night doing nothing when we sleep. What if we could rent those that computer power out? Like one iPhone 6s, like that phone has enough computing power back in the day to get someone on the moon. So why is that power just sitting doing nothing? We might as well be renting that out, getting paid to rent out that computer allocation, and have big institutions be able to power on and use computer programming and program on this Golem network in order to achieve great things. Golem, he solves an institutional problem by whenever you need computer allocation, you can go online on the Golem project and rent that allocation out. So there's been speculation on the development team to make this happen and solve real-world problems, speed and ability to influence high-level computing equations. 29% of my portfolio is in Sia coin. So basically what Sia coin is sort of, in a way, it incorporates the same things as Golem, but instead of renting out like your computer allocation, you're renting out your hard drive, essentially. So it's a decentralized hard drive storage network. So basically you can make a contract, and this is up and running currently. This is not something that is currently in the developmental phase. You can go on the Sia network right now and participate in this as a user. So you can actually create a contract for renting out your hard drive for a certain amount of months, and you get paid in Sia coin on a monthly rate to host your hard drive on the Sia network. And then people that want to store large amounts of data can do so in a decentralized manner where you're not prone to hacks because there's no central point of failure. Your information is spread across thousands of nodes. So if one node were to go down, you'll get backed up because your information is not just put on one drive. It is spread across the entire network. You have 100% privacy. No one can track your data. No company can sell your data like AWS. And also with AWS, we saw that whole Verizon leak last week. So like right there is another instance to not use a centralized data storage server. Okay, next. So this is the prospectus on current projects I'm looking to invest in. I have invested in Ripple before, but it was more of like a day trade type investment. It wasn't but like looking into Ripple more, it's obviously more of a centralized project. But then again, you're never going to get rid of big banks. You're never going to get rid of the financial industry in general. So they're going to incorporate blockchain tech whether people like it or not. And Ripple's a good way for them to basically build their own blockchain within their own institution. So it's an asset cash settlement network. So instead of having to bring, instead of having to transfer cash from bank A to bank B, and the potential of defaults on that cash, you're essentially transporting an asset over to another bank, and that can't be defaulted on. and the settlement times are very fast. Instead of waiting days for your money to settle, it settles in the matter of seconds to minutes, depending on how much volume you're moving. And fees are also very low compared to Ethereum, Bitcoin, and anything else on the market right now. That's blockchain based. That's for say like IOTA, for instance. That's based on Tether, I believe. I don't really know, but on whatever blockchain based applications, Ripple is currently the lowest fee and fastest settlement times you can get, which is good to know. So the goal of that project is to speed up settlement times with XRP, also have traceability of funds so there's no default issues. That's essentially the main reason to invest in Ripple, in my opinion. Also, the economy project is something I've been looking at, thinking about allocating 5 to 10%, because I kind of had this idea in the past, but they kind of beat me to the punch. So basically, it's a real-time digital asset trading platform for fund managers. So it's really interesting. You can actually, as a person, set up your own fund under the economy project, and you can manage other people's money in the crypto markets. And by doing that, you get paid, a fee. You can charge your commission or whatever you want, and your data will be displayed for other people to see. So like saying, oh wow, like his returns were 20% last year, or whatever is good for that person, and they'll invest with you. And then say is like 1% semi-annually is your fee or whatever you set it as. You can go in there and set that, and people can agree, and then basically they can invest with you. So that's something that could never be done currently in our financial markets, because there's so much red tape and regulation in the financial industry and creating a hedge fund. Like, no one has the time and money to start a hedge fund anymore. You need all these series, all these licensing, you need all this money to just even start up a hedge fund. So economy gives you a way to start a hedge fund with no regulation that's also safe and transparent and open source. So for me, economy, I feel like I want to invest. I just got to wait for the right time. But I'm looking to allocate 5 to 10% of my assets into economy. They also create like index funds. So people who want to get like a broad investment into the market, in the crypto markets, their economy is making plenty of index funds for you guys to invest in. Next, how I got into crypto and why I'm here to stay. Okay, so the money supply. The current money supply has been increasing. We saw consistent quantitative easings under Obama's terms. It's unlikely that the U.S. dollar will fail. Everyone in the Bitcoin world likes to say it will any minute now, but like honestly, it's unlikely. But we are prone to more recessions, and we are prone to more fixed income bubbles. So I think being in crypto long term will be beneficial, because I feel like we're going to start seeing more recessions and more bubbles sprout up more frequently in our current markets. So that's one reason why I think crypto investing is very important. Also, manipulations of financial markets and central point of failure. Insider trading. You see a lot of fraud being committed at accounting firms and companies altogether. Well, if you put your data out on the blockchain, you'll be able to find out who in your company is committing fraud, or you can basically point out, oh, like this company is doing some weird accounting principles, because it'll all be listed in ledgers on the blockchain. So literally, cryptocurrency can literally reinvent the financial industry, and I thought that was really cool, and that's one of the main reasons why I got into crypto in general. And I also don't like being forced to trust intermediaries, because at the end of the day, like, everyone hypes it up like a bank is like some god or whatever, and they're just always going to be around. But literally, at the end of the day, they're just people like you and me, and I don't want to have to trust someone else with my information. I want to be able to, put my information and secure it myself, and the blockchain gives me the ability to do that, and that's something I value. Also, governmental control over funds. That is something I don't trust the government. I don't trust. We have so much debt, and there's so much bureaucracy and people coming in and out of Congress, in and out of the House. Like, government control is never gonna be the solution, and I feel like people need to be the solution, and cryptocurrency is a way to battle the government and take them head on. Financial freedom and the ability to reinvent the way the world works. basically all that above. Okay, so perspectives on recent and future ICOs. So this ICO, the basic attention token, really caught my attention, noticing that Brendan Ike, I believe is his last name, creator of JavaScript and Mozilla Firefox web browser, he created the basic attention token. And this is a really interesting, it's a browser, and basically it awards tokens to the user and the publisher. The advertiser benefits still by receiving a higher ROI and better targeting on users, and users are compensated for reading paying any type of attention at all to these advertisements. So users are rewarded BAT tokens, which are basic attention tokens, and is privately monitored on a device in the Brave browser. So your data will not be sold off to other companies. Your data is always safe on this browser. And then the publishers like Facebook or whoever is allowing the advertiser to publish on is receiving a lot more money now. So they're going to be receiving more higher consistent revenue stream. So that'll convince, in my opinion, eventually that will convince big marketers like big publishers like Facebook to join this browser solely, and because they would be more beneficial for them too. They would get more revenue by doing so. So I feel like this is something that it's still in the early stages, so we'll see, but this in my opinion has a lot of potential. Okay, another ICO that came out not too long ago was the Bankcard protocol. So it's a liquidity platform on smart contracts in order to buy digital assets instantly via reserve tokens. So basically it's a decentralized exchange. Polynex, Bittrex, all those centralized exchanges, they're prone to hacks. So having a protocol that is decentralized is, I think, I value highly and something I would like to use. So there's no need to deposit Bitcoin or Ethereum into centralized exchanges to convert between smart tokens. An easy system to create smart token, whether it be for a community like a Reddit subreddit or a neighborhood or a city, you can create your own token very easily just for that small group of people. Say like you wanted to start like a little gambling, a poker tournament type club or whatever, and you can make your own poker coin, and you guys can go into your and play a game of poker and bet your own tokens. So you're not betting real money per se. It's a way to get past the law in a way that's completely legal and harmless. So that's pretty interesting. That's not the too exciting part of the project protocol, because it's not something that I can see a lot of normal people wanting to do on a daily basis. So it also gives you the ability to create user-generated ETFs, exchange-traded funds. So you can bundle together ERC20 tokens and invest in them. So instead of investing in one, you can spread your money out between many different holdings, and that'd be that would be something of importance to me, and I feel like a lot of other people will value that as well. Also, there'd be low volatility, stable prices in ERC20 tokens due to the reducing reliance on central exchanges. So these Bankcard will always have these tokens in reserves, and with a lot of these centralized exchanges, they're always buying and selling to keep up with demand for certain coins, and when there's not enough demand, when there's a high demand and they don't have enough supply, the wallet just shuts down, and then people can't get in on good price dips or sell on highs or whatever, or withdraw their money at whenever they want. So Bankcard is going to hopefully fix all that. So you can buy the BNT token and invest in this protocol. So that's what I'll probably be doing, and we'll see. It's kind of hard to value right now since it's so new, so I'm just going to hold off for the time being. But it's definitely something that I'm going to keep on my radar. Okay, so my name's Alex Hart. I'm the head contributor, and my brother Austin is the director of media and back-end office. So thank you guys for watching. I should probably be making more videos on a weekly basis. Not all of them are going to be involving blockchain tech. I'd say most of them, the majority will be. But for the time being, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and comment down below.